You'll notice I did a little teaser of what's to come in this gameplay. Safe to say, I absolutely fry. I dropped nearly, I pretty much dropped a 3KD on this game. I'm currently in Diamond 2, as you've seen in this gameplay, but for whatever reason, we've been matched up against a team of 3 golds, which is a little bit unfair. I mean, I was playing with some IRLs, so one of them was in gold, so I suppose that maybe they were on a streak or something, but I've seen a lot of posts recently in the sort of community of people saying that it's the sort of matchmaking is a little bit unfair, and I do sort of get that because I shouldn't be in this lobby at any point. So we're going to be discussing that a little bit, and we're also going to be going into a couple of tips and tricks on how, like, what was going through my mind as I was playing. So it's going to be maybe a bit of a scrappy sort of episode to the channel, but hopefully you guys can sort of enjoy it anyway. Even if it's not listening to me babbling on, hope you enjoy the gameplay anyway, because I do fry. I've actually been enjoying the tack. I've changed my settings up a little bit. I will be posting a settings video in due course, so guys, make sure you stick around for that. And I am shooting a little bit different. I do whiff my shots here and there because I'm not a machine, I'm not a robot, I'm not playing the game constantly, but it's a lot better and I'm able to do things like that. So without further ado, let's get into the discussion about the skill-based matchmaking in ranked play currently, and then we're going to go into just the tips and tricks and my mindset as I'm going through this gameplay right here. So first off, I think the one thing they need to do is reduce the gap, like reduce the window in which you can play with like some friends, because there's no way in any way, like, platinum should never be able to play with bronze. Like, they're so far apart. I think that's what's caused this sort of mismatch here. But at the end of the day, as far as the game is concerned, platinums can play with gold, which is why we're playing them. But I think the skill difference is a little bit, especially when the ranks are sort of settled a little bit. I think it's too far apart, in my humble opinion. I think at that point it should be one either side, but who knows? Once everyone's grinded, maybe it's going to be about right. But this game here was a little bit unfair, especially considering I was in a 4-man. But as I say, I was playing with IRL, so it wasn't like we were hard stacking like a full comp team. It was like playing with my brothers, and then actually a pal I used to play Cold War with. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the gameplay. And if you have any thoughts about skill-based matchmaking or anything like that, feel free to drop it down in the comments. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. So yeah, let's go into what's going through my mind. So we've currently had a good set of rotations here. It's fairly even, but we're going into the Barber Hill here. Thankfully, the enemy gifted me an SMG, which I am always going to pick up, especially when I'm on hill in here, because it shotguns at this sort of range. It kills people so quickly. So yeah, I'm sort of just playing here. I'm playing for info. I'm looking at the UAV. I noticed a couple of my teammates have got the back. Hopefully mid. My other teammates got the alley. So I'm sort of just chilling on hill. Not much to really say out here. I'm keeping my fingers warm. Why, and you know, as you do. And I get the comm that I was being chowed hill, but I didn't reload. So that's my bad. I had 10 bullets in the mag and I just wasted them all into the door trying to wall bang. But hey, yeah, as I say, we all make mistakes. So we get an early road to new. I somehow win that gunfight. I think I must have got a couple of headshots because he crouched. So yeah, we're set up here. We're looking good. We've got a couple of trophies down. You sort of know the general gist of where they're coming from. But unfortunately, I do lose that gunfight. I think he must have just been outbeaming me here. But at this point, I do know they're sort of coming. They're going to be running from mid. So I had 2 options off spawn there. I either run mid, help out, like watch the cross, or help out my team. But considering they're struggling, I thought, you know what, let's help the hill out a little bit here. Now I noticed on my minimap a teammate of mine spawned in Forklift, which means they're going to be spawning towards the yellow van side of the map. So they're either going to be coming through dark, through mid, or through my very far right. But I've got a teammate above me watching my right, or sort of semi-watching my right. We've got a teammate watching mid, and I'm sort of watching this dark area. So with your ears on, with a good set of headphones as well, you can sort of, unless they pop deady, I'm going to hear anyone approaching me on the right anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. But yeah, we work into the next rotations, which is top P2, or P6 as it is on this. So yeah, as I say, this class setup is, if you want to know what class setup this is, check out a video I did a couple of days ago, because I do have it in here. It is in that. So I noticed the guy pop to this side of the map, but I literally don't know where he disappeared to. Like, honestly, I was absolutely baffled. I have no idea where he went. So it's left up to me to chow this hill. Thankfully, again, there's a Vaznev on the floor, so I managed to pick that up and managed to get the kill. And then being a sentry gun from this side of the point is absolutely dominant, so that's what I was sort of looking for. But annoyingly, I don't have my headset that cranked, and I just didn't hear the guy coming up the stairs. So, hey, is what it is. It's 25 seconds left of the hill. We are a good 60 points up, so in my head I'm thinking, right, if we can just get a good solid 60 here, we're laughing, we're way ahead. They've got no chance of catching up to us at that point. So instead of challenging this 20 seconds, I'm communicating to the team. Let's row to new. Let's see what we can do here. And this is exactly what we've done. We've got a trophy down. We've got a teammate watching the right. We've got a teammate watching the left. I'm sat on hill, whilst watching sort of mid lane. This is a nice angle, by the way. And then we've got a teammate sort of lingering mid map, picking up the kills that I can't quite get. So you are actually on hill where I am currently as well. So it's a nice little spot. That's one to write in the notepad, guys. So we notice the trophies coming, but I'm not too phased by that, just because we've got like 3 on the hill now at this point. No trophy. It's still broken. I don't think trophies should stop Predator missiles, but hey, it is what it is. So two of our team have fallen, so it's up to me to sort of clutch up here. I'm watching the left. I managed to get that kill. And I know they're contesting, which means they've all got to be sort of in this corner. It's the only place they can be. Skill contesting, so I'm snaking, and he shows himself eventually, and he's not winning that gunfight. I mean, I'm snaking with attack 56 for Christ's sake. That's always going to be my dub. So yeah, 10 seconds left. I'm sat here, hopefully just milking time, getting the rest of the hill time. And in my head, I'm already thinking about P2. P1 spawns aren't so much of a problem because there's no real spawns that guarantee you P1 control because it's right in the middle of the map. So as a team, we're progressing around to this side of the hill, hoping to get the spawns for P2. Save us doing it last minute, and it makes the enemy team in the back of the head worry about the rotation every time they spawn in. So they're not just worried about getting this hill; they're worried about flipping, and that's just that's something you want to put in the enemy's minds, just so that it puts them off a little bit more. Because at the end of the day, we could win on this hill, but as long as we keep these spawns, we are definitely winning. Like, there's no way they're going to be breaking. If we get spawns and get a good setup, there's no way they're breaking this. So you're going to notice me heavily playing for these spawns. Whenever an enemy dies, whenever a teammate dies, I'm sort of picking up that push. But unfortunately, I just get pieced there. I probably shouldn't have jumped. Maybe I should have drop shotted there, because if you guys don't know, if you jump, it takes longer for you to ADS. So I think I maybe should have just laid down in ADS perhaps. I don't know. So anyway, 5 seconds left. We're getting set up. I've got a trophy in the hill. We try and do what we did before. Maybe I'll get a 4-piece. Who knows? So here we are. We're on hill. We've got a teammate watching hedge. So again, I'm just sort of trying to fill that gap.
I'm going top plant.
Might be mid.
That guy somehow crept in. He must have come from tunnel or some shit. But they eventually managed to push it, and they actually broke us. That's the joy of having, that's the benefit of having subs in the hill. It means you can sort of defend that, but with attack, I had no chance winning that gunfight, even if I knew he was coming. So currently, we're spawning back here, which means they're going to be spawning on our right. So I'm just sort of watching the cross, hoping my teammates can pick up the kills in the actual hill. And I ego chow that and die, because you ego chowed it. And if you ego chow, you die. That's the lesson learned there. Thankfully, I've got a solid team here, and we managed to rotate for new, so I haven't really had to do much of the rotation myself. I'm quite grateful that I've got a team here that I can actually row. It means I have to just pretty much just set up with a sentry gun and beam, which is nice for me. So again, I'm looking at the minimap, seeing where my teammates are watching, trusting them to watch that, and then, picking up the gaps where necessary. Playing this credit corner, I'm laying down here simply due to the fact that I think if they pre-aim this area, they're gonna be aiming way above me. That's my logic there. That just about does it. That clears up the game. I go it's 32 to 13, so it wasn't quite a 3KD, but I get 2 minutes on hill time, and yeah, that's the gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you've got any feedback in the comments. I'd love to hear it, even if it's constructive criticism of some sort. But yeah, other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao for now.
We needed that.
You're playing a game when you just 4-man held a hill.
Guys, 8 to 23. That was me. Fucking man.
I had a heater.
Let me reset my box if I was search.
Yes, sir.
No.